So why do I feel or take everything personally? If someone says something, I feel hurt. If somebody ignores me, I feel disturbed. And if supposing somebody passes even a simple joke, I take it personally and I withdraw. I feel emotionally disturbed. And I find it very difficult to actually communicate what I actually feel with the person whom I'm communicating. Let's explore why of the problem in this current case. I am Stanny, a counselor and psychotherapist of over 20 years of practice. Here in this channel, we not only talk about theories, but we also talk about the issues that people encounter on a day-to-day basis and a therapist's outlook on them. For this case, let's consider our client as a 23-year-old person, Nisha. Nisha, when she came first to me, she said she felt very sensitive about what people talked about her. She felt hurt, she felt ignored, and she also felt that she was being judged by people. The question that we asked was, is this just sensitivity to people's opinions? Because this was affecting her entire life, her work, her relationship, and even to the point of having self-doubt. We have certain questions that come by, like was it oversensitivity, or was it emotional irregularity? Or is it something more than that? Something like Nisha is overthinking. Or is it something that has been formed over a period of time? For now, let us keep these questions alive and we will test them before we could pinpoint what the real issue is. Firstly, we try to ask Nisha about her day-to-day activities, her work, her relationship, how she would handle conflicts, or how she would go about the day's proceedings. And here we found that she had a lot of self-talk. Basically, they had a negative theme. She always considered or validated people's words. She started overthinking about people's word and took it to heart, which in turn affected her self-esteem, her decision-making, and led her to an avoidant behavioral pattern. So we went back to understand her past history, her childhood. And there we found there were a lot of negative responses from her caregivers, namely her parents, teachers, and elders. Nisha was told by her parents and elders to succeed, to do what is right, and always to do the right thing at the right time. But she was never allowed to make a mistake, because mistakes were considered wrong and bad. Eventually, Nisha started identifying herself with these words coming from important people. Nisha was always questioned. Why are you doing like this? Why are you not like the others? Why are you so careless? Why do you fail? And somehow this young child has internalized these messages. In cognitive psychology, we call them as stopper messages and driver messages. I will explain. Stopper messages are messages that inhibit somebody to act. Driver messages are something that propels or pushes somebody to act. So Nisha was bombarded with stopper messages such as, "Why are you not like this? Why can't you be like somebody else? Why can't you do something perfectly?" And this somehow, internalized by Nisha, had played a greater role in her adulthood. So what happens to children who grow up in such environments? They doubt themselves. They become self-critical. They also become extremely anxious in environments where there are authority figures. They also feel the need to succeed. If not, they feel that they are failures. So children growing up in these environments feel conditioned to behave in a particular way that does not help them, but instead creates intense anxiety. And slowly, the child tends to believe that every judgment is about their identity. So today, Nisha, as a 23-year-old grown-up adult, feels indecisive, being judged, being not competent, being emotionally overwhelmed, and finds it difficult to relate to anybody. It is not her fault because she was conditioned to think in this pattern. So the important issue here for Nisha is she was not sensitive. Instead, she was conditioned to think likewise. She learned that every comment that comes from another person seems like a judgment of her identity. So in therapy, what we did was to make Nisha understand what is a feedback and what is a critique. And secondly, we asked her to become aware of the inner voice that was going on inside of her that made her to make a personal negative judgment. Thirdly, we also helped her to respond to situations than to react, and to become more emotionally tolerant towards people's words. This was not a quick fix. It took a lot of time for Nisha to come to this particular point. But she did make progress over time. And she came to an understanding that what others say need not reflect back on her identity, or what others say need not affect her so drastically that she cannot even make her own personal decisions. She believed that she was capable of having an identity independent of what others say about her. So when a person grows up in similar environment where there's no low tolerance and when there is no emotional support, people do become like Nisha. But when they realize what's going on, they can move beyond this current situation and reclaim what they want to be, irrespective of what the environment can be. Ask yourself, am I reacting to situations, or am I being aware of what's going on within me emotionally? Secondly, am I feeling being judged, or am I aware that I can make a mistake and also bounce back and do the right thing? If you are going through this, it is not your nature. Instead, it is years of conditioning by important people in our lives, such as our parents, teachers, and elders whose words mean everything to us. At ATMANAM, we work with individuals who face such situations in their life, help them understand and overcome them. And for those who want to know and understand the process, our internship helps them to go deeper in human behavior and human emotions. If you like this content, please do like, subscribe, comment, and share this with friends who might be of need. And we have our contact details in our description.